Yo, yo. We're gonna get right into the end of the that's a trade recap. Is this move big enough to say this is swing? Okay, actually I'll just do it at the end. We'll just quickly recap the loss that I took, right? 4 hour heavily bullish, right? We had a break of structure and then it's moving up. Same on the 1 hour, it's moving up. 50-minute the same. We had a 50-minute loss, and then coming into today, we had an IPOS during Asian session right there. So my thinking at the time is you already have the boss down here, right? Even if we following this internal structure right here, this is basically the pullback, right, into something more or less down here, unlike following it up here, like we're going to push into down here somewhere and then get the move up, right? But also this is making me realize that this trade is actually basically counter swing and counter internal, because the internal is bullish and the swing is bullish, which actually technically makes this an invalid trade. This is actually an invalid trade. I should have never taken this technicalities if you're looking at the fact that internal is bullish and the swing is bullish as well, right? Okay, for argument's sake, let's say this was swing, right, and not internal. Let's say this was swing and not internal. It's really open to interpretation, right? Because because this move could have been considered swing, right? I think it's big enough to be considered swing, even though the previous swing range was like very big, but this pullback here can technically be considered swing, right? So whether or not, okay, if it was considered swing, then this would be a little bit more valid, right? If I considered this swing, but for the mere fact that I considered it internal, makes this invalid with my line of thinking back then. But okay, for argument's sake, let's say this, I did consider this bullish, right? Which would then make this small break right here the internal structure right there. I would have broken internal right there, and then I'm looking to obviously follow within this QR. As you can see, like the immediate order flow was bearish at this point, and also in my head I'm thinking we'll probably get a move like deeper into here, if not a fully fledged pullback, at minimum somewhere within here, but as you can see, this being super bullish, it just did not respect that. Now usually this would be a risk entry, right there. I didn't even take the risk entry because of how long it took to get in here. I took the 5 minute strong liquidation, right? Have it moving up, chalk down, strong liquidation right here, and then enter on the 5 minute. Or it run like halfway. Yeah, ran about halfway into profit and then just turned around and ended up being a loss. I think it's not an awful trade. I've taken worse. This is not actually that bad, considering if this was like swing bars, right? This wasn't that bad. And also looking at the fact that this break over here retraced immediately kind of makes it not so bad. So yes, it's a loss, but honestly it's not that bad of a loss, and I think I'll actually consider this swing. I think it's big enough to be considered swing structure, so really not that bad. There we would have our boss here. This would be an I boss, so currently we would be running an I boss like right there, and then internal low would be down here for the internal low. So in terms of tomorrow, I think more on the likes of a pullback in here, maybe this I pause or maybe even deeper in there, and then just continue looking for buys because it's very bullish right now. So no point in trying to look for the sells. As you can see, the sells are a bit lower probability. And the Euro USD, no real opportunity to follow anything. I was looking for the sells earlier before coming into this lower area, but nothing really good to follow within here. Maybe the risk entry on here, but a little bit iffy. But really nothing looking good within here all the way into the slower part. Obviously once we come into here, I wouldn't be looking for sales at that point. I'm looking for the break, right? Break of the swing low. Only after the swing low would I then start considering a pullback into here and then continuations. So USD, nothing really in there. Same with GPSD, like I did say yesterday, looking for something like this. I did not get anything close to this. It did sell off though, but in the process of selling off, nothing really where you can follow it effectively. Yeah, once you break the internal low there, I would not be looking for. Maybe I should have been looking for sales area, but as you can see, it lasts right through. Minimum we'd be waiting for a chart. So as of now, I think we'd still be looking for sales of this come tomorrow. Probably still looking for sales and much better price to follow from. And then lastly, we'd have USD CAD, which just is a little bit range bound right now. So obviously nothing in here because we have not broken out of the internal low or the internal high. So we're just waiting for a little bit better direction before making any moves on this one. So yeah, let's see what happens tomorrow and we'll just take it from there. Peace.